After enacting a few of his police-like duties, he was able to, him and Jason, after a long day at work, went to a local bar called the Hog Pen, and there they were met with a kind of an arousing sight. You see, there was an abusive couple with the man at the verge of hitting her. She tried to escape the abuse, but he grabbed at her shoulder aggressively, and they ran outside. Well, she kind of led them out of the bar itself. That's where John and Jason, they witnessed this encounter. They followed as well, and they found out that the two people, one was a lawyer by the name of Yusuf Baggins, and he is a lawyer for the law firm of Maxon and Lawman. And Maxon and Lawman, the same law firm that's connected to an old hacking attempt that you prevented. You saw that one of the hackers was instantly killed by a firewall smoldering in the ground while you arrested the other one. His connection to the law firm didn't really matter to you. You arrested him anyway. You had Jason take him back to the precinct while you made sure that his wife got home safely. Her name was one moment.
Wasn't she a researcher?
Yep. Her name was Rachel Nesbitt. She's a researcher at a Butterfly Science Co. And coincidentally enough, that's the same place where you got your arm, your robotic arm implant from. After a long night, making sure she got into a cab, you drove home. And there, you were ambushed by these vile, devilish, hellish-looking creatures with long forearms. They two of them seem to appear from the thin of air in front of you, virtually destroying your apartment and leaving a wide gaping window ajar.
Yep.
You after a couple battles, a couple of moments of essentially
distress,
self-defense, distress, I guess. You have the dogs attacked you, and you managed to fight them off. Each one dying and exploding into the air.
Yeah.
Tired.
Wasn't it? It was like a Oh.
Tired.
No, I was gonna say, wasn't it when they? Oh my god. Wasn't
let me finish the recap,
like...
and then we could go for it.
Sure.
Tired, you fell into your bed from the long day, arduous day of police work, and you woke up and you realized that the outside, the landscape, has changed dramatically. The old Metrocity 8 that you're accustomed to, cyberpunk city filled with robotic horrors, has now been replaced with this hellish landscape. In front of you is a pillar of writhing people, naked and in pain, screaming out in agony. The tower itself extends up to the sky, and the sky is filled with this red ember glow. This is not the Earth you're accustomed to. You have no idea how you got here. You run over to the window that the dog virtually exploded with sheer hellish might. The wind outside brushes your face. Smells of charcoal and brimstone.
Is there rotting flesh as well?
What's that? Yeah, it
Is
smells
there
like.
rotting flesh smell? Like burnt flesh and like burnt hair?
I mean, there's a little bit of it. The majority of it is this fire and smoke. What would you like to do now? You hear echoes, screamings coming from the outside of your apartment. You remember that
All
your
right.
apartment is actually connected to it's a complex, an apartment building of sorts. You're on the 4th floor.
Right. So I walk over to the gaping hole, and I stare out into it, almost smoldering, like, and I verbally say out loud, "The hell is this?" I'm imagining like a camera like zooming out, and you just see like a huge
Okay.
fire, like,
From the distance,
like
you hear the loud cockles.
yeah.
Something, some
But
unnatural creature.
I'm imagining it zooming out like really fast, and zooming right back in like super quick, right back to me. And I hear so I hear this that creature. Is something coming at me right now?
No, it's
Okay.
oddly tranquil here on the 4th floor of your apartment complex. I mean, aside from the towering, writhing mass in front of you, yeah, it almost looks like another skyscraper beside.
Okay. So, I'm gonna gather myself a little bit and, wonder just how in sandpipe and hell am I gonna get out of this one? I walk over to my desk. I sit down, and I gather up as many bullets as I can and refuel.
You
And
see, you
load
walk
up
closer to
my
your
shotgun.
desk. It's
And
actually different than what you remember. The desk itself almost has bits of flesh that seems to be pulsing on the tops. The flesh seems to spiral around each leg of the table, connecting to the floor. And now you're taking a closer look at your apartment itself. This is not your apartment. I mean, everything is extremely gross and writhing. You look at the walls, and they seem to be bleeding as well.
Okay. Is this? Am I imagining like the Upside Down in like Stranger Things, where it's the same thing but not the same
Maybe
thing?
I've never seen that, but
Oh.
I guess so. Yeah, it's essentially the same type of architecture, and more or less the same furniture in the same place.
Yeah,
There's
it's
strange.
basically like
Well, if you
it's
can, you can,
basically
if
like
you,
the
if you,
same building.
sure, if that helps you imagine it better, but that's what's currently going on. It's almost as if amalgamations of flesh and blood have been smeared across the walls and furniture itself. But the furniture, oddly itself, is the same place where it once was.
Okay.
You go into the drawer and you see a box of shotgun shells. There's about here. Let me roll here. There are 5 shells in the cupboard where you open up and pull out and pull in your pocket.
Okay.
What would you like to do now? You hear the rummaging of feet and movement from below you. Maybe a floor below you. Whatever it is, it sounds big.
Ooh. Okay. I am going to. Is my front door over here? Is this where my front door is?
Your front door is currently here in this position. The door is closed.
Oh, okay.
There's a bits of flesh on it too that seems to be pulsing, but there is a doorknob that you could pull and open.
Why am I not Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the door, and I want to put my ear up against the door, and I just want to like, you know, try and hear anything that's out there, because like
Okay. Roll
I
perception,
hear
please.
I hear footsteps underneath me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception. Okay. So from outside, you don't hear anything on the floor itself, or rather near your door moving around, but from further in the halls you can hear the loud steps, the rumbles of something big moving. And it's almost rhythmic in its movement.
Okay, but I can definitely tell like that's like a footstep kind of sound, like it's like one after the other, like boom, boom, like there's a rhythm to
You
it.
could tell it's rhythmic. You can't really tell if it's a footstep or not. You can kind of ascertain that it might be some sort of movement.
Okay, are they getting? Is it okay? And you said it's getting louder.
It's not getting louder. No, it's not getting louder. It's not close to your door.
Okay, well I'm just gonna wait for like.
How long do you want to wait for?
I want to wait for like 5 minutes and try to determine within those 5 minutes if it's gotten any louder or not.
Okay. The more you spend in this location that you're at, the more nauseous you feel. There's something about the air that you've been breathing in for 5 minutes or so. This smoky charcoal is starting to smell almost like a barbecue, like meat, and making you hungry. You can't. These emotions kind of conflict with you. You feel the repulsion of vomiting, but at the same time you feel your stomach rumbling, needing more to consume. When the 5 minutes pass by, the noises start to die down until there's just a small rumbles of movement from around you. The loud footsteps have gone away.
Okay. Does my door open in or out? Is that
it opens in?
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it opens in towards me. So if I were to open the door, it's not like I can like peek out. I have to like peek almost in, I guess. I kind of want. Okay.
You could do a stealth.
Right. I'm just gonna like
make sure no one sees you.
I'm gonna crack the door open just a little bit. Nice.
So you open up the door slightly, peek outside. The walls themselves still have that flesh that's akin to the flesh on your apartment walls. Same color, still bleeding. This grossness. The closer you put your head to the door, you could start smelling the flesh off it as well. It smells rotten and rancid. You fight the repulsion to vomit as you peer across the hallway that you're very familiar with. It's the same old one that you've spent years walking through. Just this time it's filled with flesh and blood. You don't hear any movement. Don't hear any movement from down, and you don't see anything. In front of you, though, the hallway that you currently live in, there's an elevator access, and there's also stair access at the end of the hallway.
All right. I'm gonna. So there's nobody in this hallway right now?
Nope.
Is that from what I can see, at least? All right. I'm gonna go into the hallway. All right. So I'm gonna go into the hallway, and I'm going to. Is there any way for me to know if the elevator is on the floor that I'm on? If that makes any sense?
Like if the elevator is activated?
Like if I were to open the elevator door right now,
yeah,
would the elevator be there?
You don't know unless you open it. Because right now you exited your apartment and you're standing in front of the elevator door. Beside that is another door that leads to the fire escape. But the elevator in front of you, same type of look. The machine like structure of it gives off kind of like a futuristic vibe. Originally it's a very fast elevator. Doors open rapidly. You press the same button to open the elevator, but there's a delay to it. You hear a loud churning noise, the machine gears moving.
That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to press the button.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to know if there was any way for me to know if the cart, the elevator cart is
Yeah,
on the
there's no
floor
way
that
of
I'm on.
knowing unless you either press the button or
Okay.
open up the doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open up the doors, but quietly.
All right, this is gonna be difficult. These doors are kind of they seem to be a
Fleshy,
little.
nasty.
It's one door that almost like a sliding door in our supermarket.
Actually,
That's how the elevator kind of opens, so you're able to pull it back if you wish. The edge that's connected the door to the frame itself, there's some flesh and blood that seems to be stuck to it, using almost a glue of sorts. But if you want to open it, I need you to roll a strength.
well, I want to actually. Now that I think about it, I want to go back to my apartment real quick and see if I can find anything that might resemble or is a crowbar.
Okay, roll perception. Man, you remember you bought a crowbar a long time ago. You just can't find it. I don't know if it's the flesh around here or I don't know. You checked in the normal place where the tools are located. There is a flathead screwdriver you could grab.
I think to myself, damn, I knew I bought a fucking crowbar. Where the hell is that fucking thing? Ah well, I got this little. What kind of screwdriver is this? Is it a Phillips head or a?
It's flathead.
It's a flathead. Well, at least I got this little flathead screwdriver with me. Time to go open this elevator door now.
So it's about a foot or so in length. The screwdriver. You wedge it into the elevator door. You want to try to scrape off the flesh to make it easier to open, because right now it seems to be kind of glued together.
Like stuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna scratch at it, see if I can make a little hole for myself.
Okay. As you poke at the flesh, as you poke at the flesh, pus and blood squirts out. You kind of dodge out of the way. A little bit of it gets on your sleeve. It's a little gross. It smells very bad. But you manage to scrape off enough of the flesh to give enough room for you to put a hand to grab at the elevator to open if you wish. All right. You could also stick in the screwdriver and try to pry it open if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick in the screwdriver. I'm gonna stick in that screwdriver, and if it breaks, it breaks. But I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna use that damn screwdriver to open this damn door, one way or another.
All right, go ahead and roll strength.
As I put the screwdriver in, I go, and I put all my strength and effort into it, and I say, "Hah!" And
all right.
I strenuate myself, I guess.
You could feel the door kind of give way slightly for a split second, but you hear this loud. It's like it's very, very. You reach a point where you can't push the screwdriver anymore. You wedge the door open maybe about half an inch. You pull out the screwdriver. You see it's bent slightly. You could actually look inside the slit itself. It's dark.
Okay.
But for a brief moment, you could see a light flicker. Yeah, the cart is there,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Okay,
dark.
I can tell. I
Whatever
can
is
tell.
in there, and whatever is in there, as soon as you open up that slit, a new smell reached your nose. Something oddly strange. This almost sweet smell, like candy. It's very enticing. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. I'm dead. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Uh-oh.
you feel the compulsion to want to stick your hand through the hole itself to pry it open. You manage to open up the elevator more. You're able to stick in your whole hand at this point, and inside you could see this writhing mass, almost like a flower, with green spores coming out of it. It's slowly coming out, and as you open up the elevator door more, the green ethereal aura seems to fall out of the elevator and into the hallway you're in now.
Does this
You
cause me to
hear-
stop?
Whatever it is, it smells good. It smells good.
Okay. I mean, am I gonna keep trying to open this door now, or can
No,
I?
I mean, you're good. You don't feel any compulsion to open it up further after you see the vial sight in front of you.
All right. I'm going to step away.
But you know,
from
if
the
you
door.
see these type of things before, to steer clear from them, because
Mhm.
fighting back the compulsion to actually open up the door further is tough. It's hard. But you
Mhm.
managed to break away from that. You're right now
All right.
standing in the hallway in front of the slightly open ajar elevator door. Beside that is the fire escape. Also, at
I'm
the
gonna
end of the
go.
hallway is another window.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the stairwell door, and I want to, sneak over. I want to open it. I want to open it quietly. Or bury it. No, I want to walk up to the door and I want to listen. I want to see if I can hear anything at the door.
What?
To the stairwell. Do I hear anything at the door of the stairwell? I move to the stairwell door, and I want to listen in on it and see if I hear anything in the stairwell.
You could hear things from below, deep and utteral. I need you to roll a perception to see if you could see how far they are, or hear,
Okay.
kind of tell from your distance.
Do you see the roll?
So with a 14, you do know that the noises are coming from below, but they're pretty far away. If you were to guess, probably the first floor.
All right. I'm going to open the stairwell door slowly, so stealthily. Should I roll another stealth?
Sure. I mean, it's there's some flesh stuck to the edges of the door itself. This door hasn't been open for some time, so kind of
Okay.
pushing on it,
Well-
it's gonna be hard to do it without making a lot of noise. You could try to run your screwdriver along the edge to clear it if you'd like.
Yeah. Before I do that, I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Go ahead and do a
I
dexterity.
I touched the door and I noticed that that nastiness from the elevator door is there too. So I try to
Use your bent screwdriver
slowly
to kind of
rip at it. Yeah.
to cut it.
I'm gonna use
cut
my
it away from the
dexterity.
door. Yep.
Ah.
Takes a lot of time for you to do it, and some parts you almost got your screwdriver stuck into the door itself. But after a few long moments, the smell is very enticing from the elevator door. I need you to roll one more wisdom save
Oh shit.
as you spent some time.
My God. How?
For you were cutting out the way up from the door, but the smell so intoxicating coming from the elevator itself. You go over there and you manage to pull at the door, not fully opening it, but opening it almost halfway.
Enough for me to get in.
You take one more step closer to this writhing mass. You take a look at it, and you see that it's almost like a mushroom of sorts. Its head green with a kind of like a mouth that's slowly shooting this green smoke from it. You see around its base these bodies hugging around it. And as you notice down and see those dead bodies around the writhing creature, you stop yourself before you enter the elevator.
Holy hell. I go to... Alright. So right now, I'm standing right in the middle. I just recognize that there's this nasty fucking mushroom thing just spitting out this stuff.
Yeah, it was
and has,
inside
like,
of the
dead bodies
elevator.
all
It was
around.
inside of the elevator and has a bunch of dead bodies like hugging it at its base. They're rotting
Okay.
and necrotic and naked.
So I'm going to... Is there any way for me to close the elevator
It's gonna
door?
be tough. It's gonna be tough. You don't really have any grip of pushing it that closed. You know.
Well, can I grab the fleshy thing? I mean, it's like...
You do, and it pulls off.
Ugh.
It's not enough leverage for you to pull it closed.
Well,
You do
fuck it.
have the fire escape is open now. I mean, you've cut that away.
I'm going to move to the... I'm gonna move to the window and open up the window and see if I can like refresh my senses, get some like just other air, and not this nasty.
You go close to the
fungus
window and you see
air.
that the flesh has kind of the same way it's done with the door frames that you've been around here. They've kind of melded over too. This window hasn't been open in a long time. For you to open up the window, you're gonna have to cut at it with your screwdriver.
No,
Which is
I'm gonna
currently
break the window.
You could break it, sure.
I'm gonna break the window with the screwdriver. Like I'm just gonna
Sure.
stab at it.
Easy enough. You break the window and it shatters. The shards fall down to the hellish landscape below. And you see the green smoke behind you kind of like slowly drift in your direction and to the open window, the newly opened window. See parts of the smoke kind of ventilate towards that, and they start to gum towards your direction. You're gonna have to roll one more wisdom save.
Oh my god.
Dude, get out of this room. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
This room is terrible.
Yeah, get out of
This
here.
room was
You already
made by
have
the
a way
devil.
to leave. All right, because you failed it again. You find yourself as you've broken the window. The green vapor crosses your nose, your senses again. You slowly start walking towards the elevator room itself. You've kneeled down before the mushroom. You outstretched your robotic arm to the mushroom so you could breathe in the beautiful green, sweet candy-like smell, intoxicated by it. And then you suddenly hear a beeping noise, beep 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 beep, from your left arm, and it wakes you up. The green insignia from
Oh shit. All right.
Not the green,
So
not the insignia. The green LED that's on your left cyborg arm. Your left arm was a cyborg arm, right? Or was it right?
Yeah, I think it's the
So
left.
your
Or
left
I
arm.
don't think I didn't
Well, your
pick one,
left
so I'm just gonna
arm
say it's
has
left
a
arm.
green emblem, like a green LCD that kind of like dictates your health level. It started to beep rapidly as you approach to it, and you take 9 points of poison damage. The damage itself manages to wake you from the trance before you're fully touching this mushroom.
All right. I regain consciousness, and I immediately freak the fuck out. And I think to myself, I need to get the hell out of here. And I quickly run to the window and I jump.
What?
But in doing so, I jump out the window and I throw my arm and latch it onto the side like a rope and just dangle off the side of the
you're 4 stories above the ground.
Yeah, I want to latch onto the roof. Like I'm jumping out, but throwing
Now keep
my
in
arm
mind, you're 4 stories from the
catching.
ground. Your arm can only go up to 15 feet.
Yeah, I don't want to get
So
all the way down to the ground.
if you were to do this,
go,
at most you would get to the next floor. You
Yeah,
won't get to the ground.
That's what I
level.
want to do. I want to grab onto the window, swing down, and just like hang there. You get me? And see and take a look inside the window to the 3rd floor. I don't want to break through the window at the bottom. I want to see it.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the window.
I'm not gonna run and jump out the window. I'm gonna just run to the window and climb over it and then like use my arm to dangle myself down.
Now you have
I
to
kind
break
of like
more of the
propel
window
myself
in
down.
order for this to work properly.
Okay.
Okay. So you break the
I break-
window completely fully, and you break the
I break
jagged
more
edges in the bottom, making sure you're not gonna cut yourself. You're gonna dangle over your thing. So I think maybe this would be an acrobatics roll.
Okay. Or would it be athletic?
The thing is that you're lowering yourself down. Like it would be different if you're just hanging there,
so there's like,
but you're doing a whole motion
there's, like,
where you're like
dexterity.
rappelling down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess acrobatics makes sense. It's like a ninja move almost. Oh shit.
So you find piece of the you find piece of the window ledge itself, and you grab a hold with your robotic left arm, a cybernetic implant from a mistake you made long ago, and you grab onto a piece of the frame itself, and you slowly lower yourself down to the window that's directly beneath you, about 10 feet down, and you see a inside of there. It's very similar to the hallway you were just in. There seems to be more flesh, more mushrooms in this hallway. There seems to be a big cluster of them in the end of the hallway itself. As you're looking through the window, you see the window kind of filled by this green mist.
All right. Now that I see that there's more mushrooms and I didn't open the window, where's the fire escape? Is it on that? It's not on that side of the building, right? Or could there be another fire
It was right next
escape?
to the
maybe?
elevator it was right next to the elevator.
Okay.
You already opened the elevator. I mean, already
now-
opened the fire escape. You want to go climb back up and get through and go through there?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that it was going to be on like the same side of the building, so I was just going to like kind of like swing onto it But yeah, because
What
I
do you
don't
mean
want
on
to
the
go
same
back.
song of the building? What do you mean?
Same like imagine this
Oh, I'm
window.
sorry. I think you may be misunderstanding me. The fire escape is an indoors thing. It's like a an indoor fire escape. You know, it leads down. It's not
An
an
indoor
outdoor
fire
fire
escape.
escape.
Oh, it's not. Wait, what?
It's a
Oh,
stairwell.
oh, then that would just oh,
That is
dude, a
actually
fire
it
escape.
is it is a fire escape though, but it's indoors. It's
Well,
not the
a fire
tradition.
escapes are always okay. All
What are you
right,
talking
well,
about?
shit.
I know fire escapes
Fire
being
escapes
indoors
are
too.
always outside,
It's
man.
no, but there's
We're in
there's
New York,
stairwells inside.
but we're in New
You're not in
York.
New York.
Typically in New York, bro, we're in like a city like that would. Okay, all right. No, I was imagining a fucking
Nah, it's the fire escape is currently
like
inside. It's a indoor stairwell.
okay. Well, shit. So wait.
I
So
mean, it's
what's the
literally a fire
difference
escape
between?
because on the door itself, it
Well,
says
well, what's
fire
the
escape.
difference? Well, what's the difference between the fire escape and like just a
I
regular
mean, they're both
stairwell
called the
then?
same thing. They're both called the same thing.
What?
Both are
Okay.
called fire escapes. The steel one that you're accustomed to from the outside, and then the indoor one too. They both function the same way. You escape from fire. You go
Yeah.
down the stairs. You don't take
I
the
mean,
elevator.
yeah, no shit. But you wouldn't call a stairwell a fire escape. It would just be a stairwell. A fire escape is literally like you're outside of the building, away from the fire's in the building. Typically, the fire's not
Yeah,
coming
but you
from
fire
outside.
the fire escape from inside the building too.
It
Because
would
you know
just be
why?
a stairwell,
You know
'cause you
why?
could
Because
just-
a lot of people don't have the steel fire escapes. They just have regular fire escapes that are in the building.
I mean, they just
Do
have a
yourself a
stairwell
favor,
and
go
not a
into
fire.
like any
Dude,
building,
what you're
whatever, and look
describing
at the doing, and then on the door itself it says fire escape.
Dude, what you're describing is it would just be a stairwell. That's all it.
I
That's
mean,
all
it is a stairwell too.
It would just be it would be a stairwell that doesn't. They don't have a. There wouldn't be a fire escape. A fire escape would be outside. But okay, then shit. All right, so I'm outside this fucking. No fuck. That's was one of the things I was thinking. Like I could jump out there. Swing over to the fire escape, get on top of that.
Okay, I'm reading the definition of fire escape. A fire escape.
Uh-huh.
See, because it's both right. A fire escape is a special kind of emergency exit, usually mounted on the outside of a building, or occasionally inside, but separate from the main parts of the building.
See, occasionally inside. So
Yeah,
it's not typically.
All right,
inside.
all right, but
That's
still
that's all I'm getting at.
But in any case,
but yeah,
I
I mean, I guess you're
re-clarified
right.
it. We can continue. Let's go.
Okay. Well, all right. Whatever. What a fucking tangent this was. I repelled myself back up, not for forgetting that my fire escape was inside my building and not on the outside. And I think to myself, God, that was pointless. I go to my fire escape and I open the door and I know, does the fire escape lead to the roof? Like, can I
It
go
goes
up?
to the roof too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Go
So if I want to slowly open the door, see if I like smell anything or whatever in the fire escape tunnel now. Or is the fire escape the same stairwell that I saw?
What's that? I mean, other than the noise
fire-
that you heard from coming from below, and these round like guttural noises from below. Other than that, you didn't hear anything from above.
All right, I am gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to the roof. I want to go to the roof.
To the roof?
Yeah. How many? Well, do I?
Well,
How
right now
many-
you're on the
do I
fourth
remember
floor, and
how
the
many-
building itself has about 11 floors.
Oh, fuck. Sweet.
You want to climb
Alright.
up to the roof?
So, yeah, I want to get up. I want to get up to the roof.
Okay. It's a little bit hard to maneuver over the stairs themselves. It's from like years of neglect and disgust because some of the flesh is on the handrails, on the steps themselves. So kind of like maneuvering around it is a little hard. There are no mushrooms in this stairway. Luckily, you get to the top floor, and you run your screwdriver along the edges of the door itself to separate any type of flesh from the roof. You try to push it open, but the door is locked. It's like one of those, those doors that you have like the handlebar and you kind of like have to push open.
Yeah.
It's like one of those.
All right. I'm going to punch the door with my robot arm. See if I can't break the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and roll strength. So you're just punching at the locking mechanism, right? The door mechanism, that whole lever thing.
I'm just gonna punch right in the middle of the door.
Okay. Just roll like a robo fist thing.
Yeah. Oh.
15 is good too. So your robotic arm engages.
Nice.
And you punch at the middle part of the door itself. You wedge this massive mold of your fist into the locking mechanism of the door, and it slams open. The noise echoes in the stairwell, and down below you hear a noise. You step up from the you step up to the roof itself. It smells, the air is more cleaner at this altitude. You smell less of the smoke and brimstone. And you step around, you see around you, it's just this hellish landscape. You see that the city itself, Metrocity 8, which you're accustomed to flying around day to day, you see that basically it's on fire. The old skyscraper where your precinct was located. Same looking building and everything, apart from the massive plumes of smoke radiating from in and touching the ember sky. From the other side, you see this massive, humongous. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Oh my God! What's with all these wisdom saves? Jesus Christ!
You see,
thank God!
This imaginable being of terror with huge horns that pierce the sky itself. The gargantuan beast, almost 80 feet in size itself. You can only see its torso as it's slowly moving through Metrocity 8, smashing the skyscrapers, and you hear it bellow, and you have to fall back slightly from the vibrations of the yell of the creature. It hasn't noticed you. It's too busy just walking and smashing at the buildings around it. The buildings and the skyscrapers of flesh. You see it approach one of the skyscrapers, and its massive mouth agape. You take notice of its features. There's no skin on its face itself. It's just a skull. The skull almost looks as if it were a deer. Its long snout, its maw with sharp fangs, slowly opens and starts to bend down, almost deep-throating the skyscraper of flesh.
Deep-throating, bro.
You are a long place from home, man.
Off topic for just a second, bro. Did you fucking? I gotta send you a picture of this, and you gotta put this on chat somehow, because my tapestry is literally exactly what you just described, except for like the deer head. It's fucking hilarious. Like it's literally that. Like I just see just this giant torso, huge fucking arms, demon-like horns, and just red eyes.
Yeah, it's
exactly
massive.
it's
Whatever beast this is.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before, and it took you all the strength within you to not cower in fear from just the mere sight of it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like freaking out right now, because this is wild. This is wild, guys. Only here.
I'll put it on the Discord.
Did you see my my tapestry?
Yeah, send it to me and I'll put it into the Discord.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
And while you do that, you're standing on the roof itself. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So while I'm standing on the roof, I'm staring at this fucking ginormous beast, just looking down or going around and just knocking out buildings or deep throating them or whatever. And I don't know what the hell to do.
Get the hell out of there.
I don't know what the hell am I doing here? How do I get out? I just yell that in the air. See if I hear any response, get any attention. I'm just yelling and just being an idiot right now.
Yeah, the massive creature far away from your position now would never be able to hear anything you say at this distance. But you do hear the noises from below starting to get louder.
Oh, shit. Oh wait, I should send. Oh fuck! I should send this through Discord, shouldn't I?
You hear from behind you the fire escape noises coming from up, the rushing of feet and talons as they're clamoring on steel.
I want to run to the fire escape and I want to run and hide like right in front of the fire escape. You know, like right in front of the door. You know what I mean?
They mean like behind the door?
Well, whatever you would call it, you know, like you're standing there like this, like the door's right behind you like this. So anything that comes rushing out, you see it going out, but it doesn't like see you or whatever. Like if it's running out. You get me?
You want to stand beside? Yeah, you want to stand behind the door.
I want to stand beside. I want to stand beside the door.
Currently is door. Yeah, the current door. The door is currently open, and you can stand behind it. I mean, the door is open towards the roof itself.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stand. So I'm gonna stand right next to like the door. Like here's the door,
go ahead and roll a stealth.
and here's the opening. Okay. And I'm gonna stay perfectly still and quiet. Fuck. Dude, these rolls are terrible right now. Terrible.
Okay. You hide behind the door, the massive fire door that's kind of has a little bit of flesh parts onto it. You see these two demon dogs, the ones you're accustomed to seeing, the ones that accosted you in your apartment not too long ago. These long forearms with this massive dark flesh and fur, with massive, almost blood-soaked talons scraping along the cement floor. They both scream out of the doorway itself, after hearing you yell out. Both of them run out of the door itself. What do you want to do
Nice.
before they haven't noticed you yet? But you have a split second.
All right. They haven't noticed me. I'm going to quickly run into the building, and just run away from these guys.
Okay. You're gonna try to close the door behind you?
No, I'm just gonna try to run in like really quiet.
So you're gonna
really
try
quiet.
to run around. Okay. Go ahead and roll one more stealth.
I'm standing right next to the door.
Sure. Go ahead and run more stealth because you have to run forward around the door in order to get into the building itself.
Yeah.
Because the door is open ajar and you hit behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. You managed to sneak around the door itself. Not too fast, not betraying too much noise too. They don't notice you as you pass around behind them. You want to close the door or you want to continue down the hallway? I mean, down the stairway.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna close the door and try to lock it with my.
Now, keep in mind, you did break the door.
Oh, that's right. Is there any way? Well, I bent the screwdriver, right? Can I
Yeah, the screwdriver's bent.
Can I leave the screwdriver in a way that it would make the door, make it hard to open the door?
Sure.
All right.
In order to do that, I need you to roll dexterity, because as you move around the door, maneuver around it, you grab at the ledge and slam it shut. You hear the dogs bark and rush at the door, and you pull out your bent screwdriver and you jam it into the locking mechanism. You feel the door rattle.
Nice.
The door remains closed.
Oh, thank God. All right. I pull out my shotgun, and I just have it ready now because this is some crazy shit. So I'm going to holy crap, man! How do I get out of this shit? I'm gonna use my phone, or is there any way I can like call Jason or somebody?
Sure, go ahead and call.
Can I try? I want to try to call him. I want to call Jason.
So
Bring,
I need you to call to so you pull out your phone, you pull in the you find his contact information, click onto it, starts to ring. For a brief moment, it rings for what seems to be an eternity, and you hear a click.
Hello? Hello?
Jason, can you hear me?
John?
The signal seems to cut off in and out. You could hear that it's the voice of Jason, your friend, but you hear back in the radio.
John, is that you?
It's barely audible itself. You could tell that it's Jason talking to you, but you can't connect to him.
Can I boost my phone in any way with my robot arm, or am I not smart enough to do that?
Unfortunately, you don't have that type of mod on your arm. You don't have like an antenna to attach to your arm or anything.
True.
However, you do know that go ahead and roll an intellect as you pull out your phone and you're looking through the settings itself. You know, the sound itself, it's very, very, very familiar. And I think you've heard it earlier today when you were arresting someone in a building. It was this building. You just can't remember. Because in the building itself, it had some sort of terminal that had the same frequency, I think. Who knows? You're climbing down the stairway now. Are you going to the first floor?
I remember arresting somebody. Shit, I got no other option. I'm all right, yeah. I'm just gonna go down the stairwell and I've got my shotgun out. I'm just gonna hope that I can shoot every mushroom I come across.
You go down the stairway
Hopefully
itself.
break.
You don't see any mushrooms, fortunately. But in front of you, in your old lobby, it's all ransacked, filled with flesh and blood, and gore, and trash. And you do see one of the devil dogs that accosted you, kind of meandering around the debris. But you see also two other creatures foreign to you. They look like the dogs themselves, but they're standing upright on two legs. They're almost humanoid in nature as they're moving around the room itself, touching at the walls of flesh, and chanting this mutteral sound that's inaudible to you.
Okay. Now, should I want to know how many creatures are in this room right now.
Well, from what you can see, there's 3.
Okay. I can see 3.
They have not
And two
noticed
of
you
them
yet.
are... Okay. And this is a lobby in a like an apartment lobby, so there's not like, is there any furniture or anything like
Yeah,
that?
there's
Like,
furniture
what am I looking
around
at?
you. In front of you, there's as you see on the map itself, there's like this massive blue couch that's currently in front of you. Alongside of that, there's
Can you paint?
another table, like in front of you here. There's some
So that's the
couches, a
couch.
table. In front of you, there's
So-
a few tables and whatnot. These are some auto bays where the residents will come in and hook up to the computer interface in order to get a room. They place their luggage here as well. These 4 pods. Here's the lobby area, and the area in front of you now is kind of like the furniture, kind of like waiting room area.
Give me more details about that. Like, what am I looking at?
Well, there's a few couches that are dirty and disgusting. They seem to be rotting, the cotton around it. They've been there for a while. And there's also a kind of like a small table between the 2 couches themselves. There's 2 couches looking in front of each other. Further into the room, you see the 3 creatures. 2 of them are humanoid looking. They're kind of touching at the flesh walls, uttering this strange noise that's foreign to you. You have one of the dogs kind of walking around the room itself, going through the rubbish, looking for food. There's 4 computer bays in the beginning, in the front of the lobby itself. That's where people would come, and essentially they would handle like the basic residential duties that apartment complexes would have. You also have the confectionery table where coffee is normally served, but you know, there's it's all messed up and nasty at the moment. Here's another couch in front of that as well. The exit of the building itself, if you remember, is through this direction to the south. But you cannot see from your purchase. You have to get a little closer to see at the entrance of the
Are any-
apartment complex.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but are any of these guys like could I consider these guys like committing a crime or anything like that? Because I kind of want to use my profiler and find out
Profile won't
more
work on this.
about if I can find out anything else. Hmm?
Profile won't work in that direction.
Okay. Okay.
These are kind of like humanoid demon dudes. They kind of look human, but they're like filled with like they almost look like werewolves, akin to old-timey movies. They're furry. they're almost like they're almost exactly like the dogs that you just once faced, but now they're standing up on 2 legs instead of 4. Probably the next evolution of the dogs. Who knows? Go ahead and roll a stealth. A stealth.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I want to move. Okay.
One
Yeah,
of the dogs.
I wanna
notices
move,
your
like-
position and starts walking towards you.
Oh shit. Alright, I wanna. No. I wanna move over here behind a couch or something.
Okay. Behind cover. It's slowly approaching your
Yeah.
position
I
now.
wanna get behind.
The dog.
Okay. This isn't one of the humanoid dogs, right? It's just a regular dog?
No, it's one of the dogs that you've faced before.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah, it's
locked
one
up
of the
onto
regular
the
ones.
roof.
It's not like. Yeah, it's not the humanoid one.
Nope. They're kind of like doing their own thing.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna ready an attack because I feel like that's what's about to happen here, and I have my gun in my human hand, and I have my robot arm ready. So when he gets close to me, I'm gonna quickly try to grab him at his head, pull him down, jump on top of him, and try to like muffle the sound, and like.
Keep in mind, you have no type of
I'm just
suppression on
gonna
your shotgun.
grab him.
There's no suppression on that shotgun. It would make a lot of noise if you use it.
Oh wait, can I? Fuck. Can I grab the pillow?
I'm gonna tell you what, that would
On the
not work
couch?
with the double barrel shotgun. It might work for like a small hand pistol. Won't work for the double barrel.
Do I still have my hand pistol here? Or no?
No, you never took that out of the office.
Oh shit. Okay.
And besides, that wouldn't
Alright.
have worked either, because that one was a big Magnum revolver.
Shit. All right. Then I'm just gonna put my shotgun back, knowing that I have no way to make this a quiet kill, and I prepare just both my fists for when this dog gets close to me.
And clicks close to you, it does. What are you attempting to do? It goes around the corner itself, sniffing at the air. It has gained your scent.
All right.
Slowly
All
approaches
right.
your
I'm
position.
gonna use my robot. I'm gonna use my robot punch, and like hit it, like kind of like shoot at it, hit it, and like pull it towards me, and use my other hand to try to like grab at its neck and like do like a twisting jab, just. So. Ugh.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The your robot fist spins its gyros, getting ready for battle itself. And as the small hell dog kind of bounds around the corner, looking and stuck on your scent, you reach around, slamming at the dog itself. The dog jumps away last moment, dodging the blow. Strikes at you. And it hits.
Okay. This is not how I wanted this to go.
Yep. So you take 6 points of damage. He's gonna bite at you one more time.
Of
And
course.
he misses
Oh my
the
god.
second time. But for you take a total of 6 points of damage. I'll do your health for you, don't worry.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Because I mean, I have it up here, but okay.
Yes, go ahead and roll initiative then. While that takes us into
All right.
combat.
Yep. Fucking dog. Oh, by the way, did you get my my picture?
Which picture?
The one
I'll
in
do
the
it after
Discord?
the game. I'm kind of doing something.
No, I'm just wondering if you see it. Oh, shit.
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it must be there because I see it on my Discord on my computer now. So I sent it through my
you get
phone.
to go first.
Sweet. So I went and I shot my robot fist. It missed, and I have it it's reattached now or whatever. Like
Yes, you whip
went out,
your
came
robot
back.
fist around in order to grab at the demon dog. The demon dog kind of jumped backwards at the last second, dipping down low enough to kind of like miss your blow, and he lunged at you. He managed to strike, bite at your thigh. You're currently squatted down, so you're kind of like an easier target. Yeah, it's gonna be your turn. The other guys haven't noticed yet. They still have their hands touched to the wall.
These couches that are next to me, are they like? I mean, because I'm imagining, because you said this was a waiting room kind of area. Wouldn't those couches be like those? They're the one person like couches, right?
Yeah,
Or
there's
is this
some.
like
There's some there. The one that you're currently hiding behind is one of them. But
All right.
it's
I'm
covered
gonna-
in flesh, and some of the parts are stuck to the ground itself.
whatever? I'm gonna try to pick it up and use it as a weapon with my close quarter combat feat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna throw it. Whatever.
You would roll a strength plus your proficiency.
Strength plus proficiency.
So that would be your strength modifier plus 3, which is your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So roll a
Oh my
d20
god.
and add 5 to it.
Well, I just rolled the strength. Oh wait, you want me to roll a
Add
d20
3 to
now?
it, so you rolled an 8. Unfortunately, that does miss again. You pull the single couch out. It's a little awkward to pull out because some parts of the bottom are connected to these flesh tendrils that are on the ground itself. The maneuvering of bending down and pulling it up has given the dog behind you ample time to kind of dodge away from your couch strike again. You see the two creatures in the distance, their arms outstretched, touching this glowing, pulsating flesh on the walls themselves. Their arms are kind of like, with talons on the edge of it, are stabbed into the flesh, and it seems to be drinking from it with their arms themselves. The dog screams out. alerting the two behind. They pull out their arms and turn in your direction. You see they pull out this thing that seems to be seemingly connected to their right arm. It's almost a cylindrical. At the end of it, a glowing red orb. The dog goes and tries to bite at you again.
Oh my god!
Wow, he hit you. He hit you again.
Oh my god.
You take 9 points of biting damage, piercing damage.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be your turn. And while you're thinking about what to do, the two humanoid creatures across the room have now you have now gained their attention. The dog has alerted them. I'm gonna be right back.
Sweet.
All right, I'm back. Okay, let me link you the music I'm listening to. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that.
No risks?
I can't risk my computer right now. It's barely working audio.
All right, no problem. So yeah, in front of you, what do you want to do?
All right. I still have this fucking couch thing in my hands, and I'm gonna go and say, "Fuck it." I'm just gonna throw it. I'm gonna now throw it at the at the dog right in front of me. Trying to like throw it and like knock him over, or like. Yeah, I just want to throw the couch at him. Like I just want to let it go and just like hopefully it hits him and like he has to now like grab it or whatever. Right? It's like it's a couch.
You're gonna throw the couch at the dog? Go for it. So that would be
throw the couch at the dog. Yeah.
Accuracy. That would just roll dexterity and add 3 to it.
All right. So
yeah, that's
17.
gonna hit. So roll your damage.
Nice.
That's the CQC damage. I think that gave you an extra thing.
Okay. Wait, no, that's not it. Here, let me just click that. I can read it. It says to use a D6 for damage.
Yep. So just roll a a D6, and then you add a strength modifier to it.
Wow. All right.
So 3 damage
so
total.
3. Yep.
The couch itself, you throw it on top of the dog, and he gets pinned by it. And it's trying to wrangle out of its You still have a bonus action, yes?
All right, so I throw a couch at him, and then can I use my my grapple fist as a bonus? What can I use as my bonus right now?
Unfortunately, no.
Can I use
The
another
only thing you
attack
can use
as
as a bonus is maybe reload, heal. Normally,
yeah, I'm gonna heal.
It would be your second hand, but you kind of like you take it all. It takes a lot of emotion to throw the couch and whatnot, so you can't dual wield and do that,
Right. Okay,
Normally,
so I'm gonna
you'd be
try
able
to
to
heal
punch with your
myself.
fist and shoot with your shotgun, but you're
Gotcha.
two-handed where with the couch, so you couldn't do it in this case.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna use that bonus action to heal myself with.
Okay, dokie. I
Where's
had put the rules into your thing, and go ahead and roll once you read the whole thing,
Uh,
because I
where is
believe
that?
it's a certain number you heal by.
Yeah, the minor health core. That's.
Yeah, health core restoration. That's what you want to be looking at.
Core restoration. It's in the gamepad notes. Wait, no.
It's in your
That's
core. It's in your main character sheet, where you have your feats.
Oh, it's in the character. Oh, it's in the character. It's in the character sheet.
You should be looking at your character sheet because you have a shitload of like things here.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, health core. Okay, yeah, so I hear for 2d6 plus CON. What's that? Oh, my constitution. Okay, so let me roll 2d6. Alright, so that's
Plus your
9.
constitution.
Plus your constitution.
That'd be 11.
That's 2. So that's 11. Alright. Alright, are you doing that, or?
I'll add it. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, and this thing is now pinned.
The couch. You threw the couch on top of the demon dog. You hear a loud whimper as it's being pinned underneath it. It is trying to maneuver out of the massive couch on top of it, and you run around to the other side to give yourself cover behind another couch. And while you're doing that, you spin around with your right arm, and with your left arm, the green emblem. You activate its heal core.
My right arm is activating the heal core, but yeah, my left arm is robot arm.
The arm emits this green mist into your face, and you feel it heal parts of your inner body. You feel better, more lighter, more attentive. The colors around you start to oversaturate for a brief second, and then return back to its normal hue. The creatures across the room, they're gonna aim their cylindrical arms in your direction, and the glowing end of it erupts and shoots out a massive flurry of electric blasts. Over in your direction, shattering the couch that you're behind, shredding it to pieces. See if it hits you.
I'm so fucked.
Nice. They shred the couch in front of you, but they both their flurry of shots managed to both miss you, spreading these energy orbs all across in your direction, effectively destroying anything they come across. The wall behind you are now like craters of this explosive orb. What it's done to it. They've also, one across the room manages to hit the dog on the floor by accident. The shrapnel itself hits the dog.
Of course.
Okay. The dog.
Try to make this funny.
He's gonna try to get up from the couch. Oh, could barely get off. He manages to shrug the single-seater seat off of him. The beast shrugs off. It moves over in your direction, spent all its action trying to get itself from that purchase. It's going to be your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my shotgun and punchy arm and do just that. Wait, whoops, wrong button. Sorry, disregard that. I'm going to use my robot punch and shotgun.
Oh, they both hit. You can roll damage for both of them.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. You grab at the dog's neck, lifting it from the ground. Its massive jaw snapping at you. And you bring up your double-barrel shotgun and bring it to its belly. And unload one of the shells into its stomach, exploding it behind it. And for a brief second, the dog evaporates in this green mist, and you see like this bright green energy float up to the sky.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, the two guys are gonna try to move up.
Well, wait.
Get a better shot at you.
Wait. It was still my turn, right? Or was that
You use the bonus, and all you have is a movement.
Yeah, I want to move.
All right.
I want to move, like over here, behind even more cover, or maybe like that bigger couch. I take it.
Sure. There are two blue couches that are kind of like beside you right now. You're in the middle of both of them, crouched low.
Yep, that's where I want to be.
Okay. They're gonna try to flank you, get a better shot. He's gonna use all his movement to get behind you, trying to peer over the cover itself to get a shot of you with his cylindrical blaster arm.
Shit.
Ooh, goes wide. Nearly hits his partner in the back as he moves up ahead as well, and almost like in a piercing motion. Well, he wants to get behind the cover here. Another couch. Using the cover, he's gonna strike at you.
Ooh, that hits.
He does hit. He does hit.
He hits. It's a banger.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh my god.
Okay, and you take 5 points of searing energy damage as the glowing orb strikes at your shoulder, repelling you backwards briefly and onto the ground itself. You stand back up onto a squatting position, still cutting cover, and you move your right arm to your shoulder, your left shoulder. Still, you have the flesh that connects to your robot arm, still sore from that blast. It's going to be your turn.
Ow. All right, I'm going to run over.
Well, as you moved up, let me reveal this
can I
area
run?
here. As you move closer to that, you do see the exit of the building itself.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to run out the building and totally disengage these guys.
Okay, let's see how far you could get. You want to use all your movement, go 60 feet?
Yeah.
You want to spend... Okay. So you're going to dash across...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to fully get outside.
Okay, cool.
As you go outside, you hear the two humanoid creatures as you run by them scream out. this unnatural horror behind you. You sprint outside. The street that you're used to of seeing buzzheads and homeless junkies just thrown about, hooked up to terminal and whatnot. It's very different than the sight you see before you. Very, very, very gross. You're on the surfaces of hell, it would seem. With, you see the writhing flesh in front of you. You don't see any other demons in your view itself. But in front of you, you do see the streets have been kind of cracked open, revealing crevices of lava steaming below.
Shit. Okay. I'm going to look down this fucking stream of lava and think, what the hell is this? And then I'm just gonna keep running down the street over to whichever direction.
You have one
like,
more shotgun left, right? To roll one more intellect for me.
Okay. Because I want to head back to the precinct.
Okay. So from your position, you do remember how to get back to the precinct. You do remember how to get back to the precinct. It's a little hard to navigate this terrain. The two creatures are still following you. They're chasing after you now, and you turn over your shoulder and you see that they're chasing through the lobby itself and out of the building. You want to start running towards the precinct?
Yeah. And
precinct is pretty far. You normally drive there normally.
Yeah. Well, I just want to keep running and I just want to keep running until these things stop chasing me.
All right, roll athletics.
Athletics. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're able to sprint away.
Oh yeah.
Further away into the direction of where you think the precinct is. Roller survival.
Shit.
It's hard to maneuver these lands, especially since so much of the ground is cracked open with lava. You have to jump over a couple of the crevices. You managed to fully effectively do it. Your police training serves you well at this point. The cardio, you're used to it. You jump over some of the crevices. You manage to get closer to the precinct itself. I need you to roll one more stealth. As you're approaching the precinct, you see a pack of beasts coming in your direction.
Fuck. Okay.
Ducking behind some debris, they briefly come in your direction, sniffing around, looking for fresh meat. But in the distance, a loud yell. Yeah! The dogs all turn in that direction and sprint towards that way. You ignore the sight. You continue on to the precinct. You get closer to the building itself. You've been walking for so long. The air stifling and hot. Around you, just lava and fire and screams of the agonizing people birthed in this flesh. Well, agonize the people.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I'm in front of the precinct right now.
You're in front of the building itself. It's it's in disarray, destroyed.
Shit.
The massive hellish creature you saw on the rooftop of that building is nowhere near you, but you could still hear its movements. It's smashing of cement.
Oh my god.
It's gigantic footsteps, almost like earthquakes.
What the hell am I supposed to do here? I try
Well,
to
roll one
fuck
more
it.
intellect. Roll one more intellect, please.
Okay.
You want to go into the police department?
Yeah. I want to go in there, see if I can find any way of like, any communication tools that can better suit me to like try to call Jason again.
Okay. As you're approaching the police building itself, the door is currently locked. You smash it open. You look inside. The building has been long abandoned. There's not a lot of flesh and trails here. It seems to be cleaned. There are some bodies near the entrance of the building itself. This, what you can ascertain, maybe was a resistance building. Are you in the future, or who knows?
Oh my
You
God.
don't know where you're at right now. But you do know that the green energy that you've been seeing from the dead dogs is very similar to the energy that was found in the building that you arrested an old buzzhead earlier that day. That terminal was connected to the Maxon and Lawson network, which the two buzzheads were connected to. You also do remember you plugged into that buzzhead who was killed from the terminal.
Shit. Oh my God. Dude, this is becoming less of Kung Fury and more just like crazy sci-fi madness. What the fuck? Okay. So I'm going to. I mean, I'm in the building, right? Like, can I look? I want to look around, see if I find any sort of device that'll help me like boost any sort of like communication. Like maybe there's landline that's like better suited. I don't know, man. Fuck.
A landline?
I don't know. Whatever kind of device. Like, can I use my robot arm to like hook up to? Yeah, I want to hook up to any sort of like computer thing or whatever, and get like any sort of information, maybe like a date or something, like just where the fuck I am. Like,
Okay, you go over to one of the computers that's in the precinct itself. You go into the building and into the room, essentially where the police detectives are corralled in. There are a bunch of desks. You go to your desk actually. There's nothing there. It's ransacked. It's been stolen long ago. You do find a computer terminal that's blinking the corner of the room itself. You walk over to it. You plug into your information, but the keys themselves are not working. There is a slight signal, a greenish glow, similar to the glow from earlier that day, from the dead buzzhead. You said you want to connect into the computer.
yeah, I want to connect onto the computer and just like get any kind of information about where I am, what's going on. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find connect to the internet, find like a newspaper article, anything I can find.
Well, the only thing that you can bring up are these strange symbols, very 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 foreign to you, and they don't look like any language that you recognize. They don't look Chinese. They don't look German. You could go ahead and roll an intellect to see if you could try to guess what it is.
All right.
Whatever it is, it looks demonic. It looks like it's from hell. These symbols themselves fill you with like this disgust and revulsion. The more the more if they flash, the more you fight the urge to throw up. Do you want to look away?
Yeah, I disconnect, and
Right before you disconnect, the words M&L Law Firm is left before it turns off.
all right. Well, fuck it. I choose to disconnect, and not knowing where I am and having this like vision of hell, and knowing that there's no information that I can possibly get even from like these computer terminals. I'm just going to look around in the air and try to find this giant demon monster and follow it.
You can try to follow the demon monster.
I'm gonna look for the demon monster. I'm gonna run towards it.
It's very far away because it's a very big creature. Takes you some time to go
Okay.
run up. You got to roll one more survival. So you're for sure
Okay.
going to leave the precinct.
Yes.
Okay. Roll one athletics.
This is a day of awesome bad decisions. Jesus Christ. Okay.
As you're approaching the behemoth in front of you, doesn't seem like you're getting any closer to him. You jump over one of the crevices, but the rock face gives away and you fall down. You manage to grab a hold of the ledge and pull yourself up. You continue on further to the massive demon in front of you. You start to see his legs, his massive feet, slowly lifting up and walking in a direction. With so much strength and presence, it's smashing buildings with single steps. Around the legs itself, you see dogs. The demon dogs that you've recently came in contact with, kind of like circling around the areas that the demon is stepping on. Like the demon would step on the massive demon would step onto a building, completely smother it, and pull up from it, and then dogs would come and swarm where it once stepped.
Okay. I want to like cut it off. I want to get like in front of the giant demon guy and come at it like at its like the side of its foot that it's stepping. Like I want to be able to like can I determine how much time it takes to take a step and just like predict. I want to predict where it's gonna step next and get to that spot. Like as soon as that foot lands, I want to get onto that foot and try to jump.
He can travel a lot of distance in a single bound. So in order to get there, you would have to spend all your effort to sprint across to get directly underneath it. Is that what you're trying to do? You want to get stepped on?
Yep. No, I want to figure out where it's gonna step, and try to catch it there.
Like, what do you mean? Like, you want to? What do you mean catch it?
Like I'm watching it. I'm watching its steps as I'm running towards it. Okay, so I'm like taking note of how much time it takes for each step, and I want to be able to pinpoint, or I want to like estimate where its next step is gonna be. And I want to, and that moment where it steps, I can be right there to jump onto like its foot and try to climb up him.
Okay. You're gonna have to sprint.
What do I need to do?
You need to roll You need to roll 2 athletics rolls.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You sprint across, trying to dodge away from the dog's sight as well. That are following in the wake of this massive behemoth. You sprint away in front of the giant. It takes you a lot of effort to get in front of it. And as it steps down, you take the opportunity to jump up and grab on its massive foot. The foot is slimy and gross and pink of flesh. It's very, very hot to grab as well. Almost burning your hands as you grab upon its skin. It takes another step, and as it's lifting up, it lifts up too quickly for you to hang on, and you fall backwards onto the ground itself, in the footprint of the demon. And you see around you on the floor quickly turn this black mass, almost like a mud. You try to pull yourself up away from it. Go ahead and roll just a dexterity saving throw. And as you see around you, the massive dogs, thousands by number, are slowly approaching you. Thousands of dogs, they slowly approaching you. They come and they start biting at your legs and biting at your body, eating you whole. You feel the pain as the creatures are eating your flesh. And you see darkness. And you're dead. Oh, that was Duat Walker.
What? Can we start from a checkpoint? What? What the
Suddenly,
fuck, man? Where the fuck am I? Where the hell am I?
you're in a black void now,
Oh my god.
being eaten alive by these demon dogs in the wake of this massive demon's foot. You wake up in a cold sweat in your apartment complex. It's burning you. You wake up beside you. The clock is 3:30 a.m. You see, you look around your apartment. It's dark and quiet. Aside from the glowing neon lights from across the way of your apartment windows shining blue and green into your apartment. You're alone. It was just a nightmare for all you know.
Wow.
Wow. 3:30 a.m. What would you like to do?
I want to go back to fucking sleep. What the hell?
It's hard to after experiencing such horrors. They felt so real to you. These dreams, as if you were. Let me continue, dude. As if they were actual real events happening to you. The pain felt extremely real. You have hours of restful sleep, and you hear the beeping, beep 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 beep. You look at the alarm clock. It's 6 a.m. The normal time for you to wake up and go to work. Go and get ready for work.
All right. Yeah. So after experiencing that fucking nightmare, I get up and I quickly make myself whatever food. What do I have in my fridge? My kitchen, I guess. It's over here.
You look into your fridge and you see a bowl of old cereal. Something about it makes you remember the flesh from the from the nightmare you had before, and you feel the urge to throw up. You turn to the sink beside you. You unleash this vile green goo. You feel weak from the vomiting. Are you still hungry?
Yeah, I'm gonna call the precinct and let them know that I'm gonna be late or not even show up today because I need to sleep. I'm still sick and hurt. All this shit. You know what? Nah, I take it back. I'm going to call a hospital and get myself checked out.
Okay. Being from the future, the hospital visits are more direct than what you and me are used to. They you bring up a number and they would send an Autobot, a floating robot, over to your apartment complex and essentially run a diagnostic on you. Would you like to do that?
Yep.
Okay. It does cost some money though.
Okay.
Cost 100 credits.
Oh, how convenient. That's all I have is 100 credits.
Uh-oh.
Fuck it.
Have the robot come. All right. So you ring up the job and you call Susie, and you relay that you're going to be a little bit late today. You're going to have a doctor check-in. All right, John. Keep it safe. The phone clicks off, and in the door you hear the beeping of a robot trying to get in. Beep 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 beep.
I go to the door and open the door.
Hello. Please take off clothes for diagnostic systems to be ran.
I
You
undress.
see like a arm kind of protrude from the robotic auto doctor that slowly floated into your living room. It's a smallish robot, cylindrical in shape. It's floating up and down from no means that you can ascertain. There seems to be a glowing ring, a blue ring underneath it that's slowly pulsing. That seems to be what's propelling it up in front of you. After it told you to take off its clothes, parts of from its back itself, the sphere, a long arm shoots out, and on the end of it is a syringe needle, and it's kind of like poking in your direction. Please remove clothing for diagnostic systems to be ran properly.
I take off my clothes slowly, but at the same time I grab the needle and I tell it, "Don't be rough like you usually do, you piece of shit." And I stab myself with with whatever syringe it's about to inject me with.
Okay. You feel the robot kind of like give way to your strength as you're pulling it away. It's a frail robot. You're able to easily maneuver it. You hear some of the mechanical whirrings and gears being processed as you're doing this. Some computing. Beep 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 beep. It's It stabs into your where do you want to stab it?
Human arm right here, right where the elbow is, like where between the
You
elbow
stab your
and,
elbow?
well, no, not the elbow. You know the what's right? Are you looking at me right now?
Yeah.
Whatever here is, I don't know. What would you call that? Like my bicep, like just like where my bicep meets my elbow.
That's your bicep.
Yeah,
So
like
it's your
right
bicep.
there, like. But no, not the bicep, but like right there,
So
whatever
in
this
your
is.
elbow. In your elbow.
Yeah, but not the bottom part of the elbow, the middle part where it bends in.
Okay. Yeah, people don't get injections in their elbow bone. They get it on their elbow, like
Oh.
in the flap. Or
Yeah.
the fold.
Yeah, exactly.
You pull the needle out. You pull the needle device and you stab it deep into into your elbow. You feel the fluid within kind of expel into your systems, and you feel numb, sleepy. Roll dexterity saving throw. You move backwards, almost falling backwards to the ground itself, but you manage to hold onto the kitchen lat counter and hold yourself up. Whatever you injected yourself with, it's good stuff. And it makes you feel nice and sleepy.
Oh, mama.
Remove clothes now.
I still have it like in my hand, right? Or did I release? Or did I uninject myself?
When the fluid fully went into your hand, you pulled it away, and it's currently floating in front of you. It opened up a slot where its supposed eyes would be, and you see a red laser kind of bounce from side to side, almost scanning motion to you.
I feel sleepy right now. I'm gonna push it out of my fucking my house. I tell it to go away. I
Whoa.
shut the door and I go to sleep.
It's at first it protests you pushing it out of the room itself, but after a while, after a few beeping, after you close the door, it flies away, leaving you alone. You dare stumble across the room itself.
Wait, before I go there, I want to go to the kitchen, make myself a drink, and get drunk, and then go to sleep.
I don't think that's a good idea. To mix
That's what
medicine
I'm
with
gonna-
alcohol.
That's what I'm gonna do, baby. I'm gonna knock the fuck out.
I think you might just kill
I
yourself.
don't want to remember this. All right, I'm not gonna drink a whole fucking fucking bottle over here. Just just make myself one little drinky poop.
I don't think you're supposed to mix morphine with alcohol.
Oh, it's morphine that I'm on. Oh,
What
shit.
do you think it is?
That's. I mean, one drink won't kill me.
Okay, if you want to risk it, go ahead and roll the Constitution saving throw.
Let's go.
See if you wake up. You make a nice mix. White Russian, and it's a little bit difficult because the movements are kind of have trails, and it's hard for you to stay awake as you're pouring in the milk and vodka. Drink in hand, you slam it down, and you fall onto the bed in a deep slumber.
Nice. Yes.